history about that. Yeah, that's a dope channel. Yeah, I honestly don't think there'll ever be an election where the opponents, like presidential election, I don't know if in our lifetimes we're getting one where the people respect each other again. I don't think that's happening. Hawks, Cavs. I'm not watching Trailblazers, Jazz. Hey, who recommended this PlayStation 2 level music? This is absolutely Hawks, Cavs, Trailblazers. So yeah, go ahead and get rid of all that. Yeah, what is this from? What video game is this from? Oh, that's an 8-minute song too. There's an 8-minute song, G. Oh, okay. You know, it's getting solid. The Rockets are up 3-2 Houston. Yeah, hold on, what is this real quick? Let me determine if, hold on real quick, what is this? Nah. Hey yo, this dude sound like a Red Dead 2. This sound like a Red Dead 2 cutscene. I got something for y'all though, and it's absolutely time.
This is a certified hood classic.
All right, cool. We're here. This is awkward for VOD watchers. Hey, shout out to see Butter rock with it.
It's amazing.
20 of y'all just got gifts and never have to see an ad again because we played a Christmas song. See, see how that works. All right, y'all. This is what y'all are betting on. I would never bet for Portland personally, but you know, do you? So that wasn't me trolling. Somebody actually did recommend Christmas music. So what other? What better song, right? Blazers, Jazz. All right, y'all. All for Christmas is you. Yeah, I never seen that one before. 29. Oh. Who said I joined to this? It's November 1st, y'all. It's time. Like Halloween is gone. I'm sorry. It's that's why he did 29. Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense now. All right, y'all. If you put your points on Portland, you're a clown. I'm sorry. There was absolutely no reason for you to do that. Wilkins, back down. Off the double team. Spin. Didn't matter. Told him to get big. Now, can you just do that 3 more times? If you just do that 3 more times. Yeah, welcome to No Nash November, by the way. I see they're playing Chris Childs and Strickland together. Strickland inside. Ooh, that was clean. That was clean. But it's against Rodfather, so we're biased in this chat. It don't even matter. Yeah, there was no foul on that one, bro. There was no foul on that one. 2000 starting early. Only injury there, only offense there was the hard block. Man got his shoulder crushed. Looks like they're trying to go to Wilkins again in the post. It's being denied. Clyde taking it himself. Step back. He tried. In and out. Ball Chuck is in the building. I was able to get that done. But now they don't post him up anymore. Wilkins took all his post touches. Will Drexler run from the grind? Nah, this Portland team is going to retire together. If this Portland team does eventually win a championship, because again, how many years did it take the Grizzlies to win? Technically, we're only like on year 4 of this big 3. Goofy, bro. Just goofy. I got here late. Who won the MVP? David Robinson. David Robinson is MVP, and they're still in it. Rod Strickland. Uh-oh. He is arriving. They don't even give the ball to Adrian Dantley no more, but bro is old too, so I get it. Took him about 5 years, so this is around the time if the Blazers were going to start being successful. We're kind of here. Did y'all see how long that release took? But you know what? You can't rush perfection. Hodges for 3. Replacing that trash generic. That was a huge shot. It is game 5. Winner of game 5 normally goes on to win. Shays broke up the PNR. Frank Sinatra? What about Frank Sinatra is insane. This is a Frank Sinatra pro chat. Completely. Music-wise anyways. I don't know nothing about his personal life. Hodges. Again. Barkley had that one taken straight out of his hands. Yeah, that's the most blockable shot I've ever seen. Rod Strickland. Looking. He stopped. Gonna have to pass this one out. Dantley. Bailey. Strickland thought about a 3. Slow Hodges. Called that man Slow Hodges. Portland. And a very unlikely turn of events. That Terminator sequel, I think it's been too long since the first. Nobody cares anymore. You know what? I can't even tell if that's a bit or not because I haven't been paying attention. That's game.
This is a certified hood classic.
Blazers got that one. All right, what's next? Because I can't tell if we played this one already. Yeah, man, you can't even lie. People hate that song to be cool. It's time for that song. It is fully defrosted. Bulls once again about to move on. Honestly, what are we at? We're at 1 hour and 15. Mike, it is time. The Bulls. Yo, we're so close, y'all. We are so close. We are so close. Most store workers got PTSD right now. Bro, we are so close. Nuggets leading. Rockets, take it back. To the conference finals. Michael Simmons and David Robinson go. We've seen Michael Jordan take and make like one shot the entire year, but hey, you know what? It might be time. Yeah, because he ever since I told y'all I didn't want to take away his hair, I took away his hair and all of a sudden he don't do nothing. And I took away his hair without messing with his attributes. I didn't do nothing It's just the hair gave him his powers. The strength was in the hair. What did D-Rose tell y'all? The Atlanta Hawks conference finals. So 1-2 here. We might get 1-2 on both sides. We might get 1-2 on both sides. The Jazz trying to force a game 7. Hawks Blazers fine. The Hawks are a decent team too. It's just there's other things we want to see. The Blazers. We have a liftoff 1-2 on both sides, and Blazers, Clyde Drexler and MJ meet in the playoff series for the first time since MJ's rookie year. We are so close to greatness right now. We are so close to greatness, fam. Now, the Hawks are a good team, but nobody wants to see them right now, respectfully. Like, Brad Daugherty, Joe Dumars, John Starks, like, this is cool. Kevin, this is fine, but respectfully. Hakeem versus either of these. Like, Wilkins versus the Hawks maybe would be cool, but respectfully. Nobody trying to see that. There we go. There we go. Give it to him, Reggie. There we go. Technically no bad finals matchups, but still. Bro, we waited this long. We have waited this long. Bulls Rockets is really the one we've been waiting on forever, but you know what? The Blazers super team is overdue as well, and it looks like they're gonna run it up in game 1. Said that Hawks team is the team, the champions, the champion beats in the championship DVD. All right, 1-0. Yeah, there it is. I think they just dropped off my next Tommy Hilfiger clothes. I might open those on stream. Chicago wrestles it back. All right, it's tied. Bulls versus Rockets is the dream. We've been so close to it. Now the Blazers are deciding to do things too, so I don't know. It might be kind of tough all of a sudden. Rockets trying to run away with it. Can't quite get rid of them all the way. It's a 1-1 series. Bro, we're so close. We have great. The Hawks are missing like a president basically right now. They have really good pieces, but they're missing that one guy. You know what I mean? All right, now I'm gonna make y'all win this, Atlanta. I'm about to make y'all win this, bro. I'm about to make y'all win this on screen. Let's go. We are here, Chicago, Atlanta. It's a good team, but they're missing their. As far as a roster, they're really missing their one draw. Like, this is cool and all, but they're missing that. Brad Daugherty can be him, kind of, but he's like. As far as Sim goes, he's like Tim Duncan personality. All right, like Tim Duncan personality without the Tim Duncan play. Oh my God, this one's a banger. I might have to leave this. This is a you know what? Yeah, that's a rolling bet. It's a rolling bet. Yeah. We'll wait on that one. I'm about to leave that one on. Whoops. Yeah, this would be a rolling bet. Yeah, they're missing the cash cow is a thing. It wouldn't be a terrible finals, but also they're pretty much 0-4 Detroit. It's kind of what they are. A little bit, probably a little bit less, but that's my comp. Shaq just finished his sophomore year, averaging 27. Next year will be very scary. Yeah, we're almost at the Shaq draft. Now, one thing that I'm worried about, that guy who makes the drafts, I just realized he's only up to 1992. And so 92 is the last one he has, and then we might start hopefully he's not the only one making good drafts. Oh gosh. Okay. Great stuff there. Yeah, we got a long way to go, and he's not even close to being done, so I don't know. There's other people. Yeah, I'm gonna have to live with whatever else I find, but it seemed like he had the best ones. They gotta be a takeoff song before the stream ends. Hey, somebody recommend one. 81-87, not cooked, but also doesn't look good for Chicago. Hakeem backing down. The battle of the bigs. Step back off glass. Won't go. Send him a message on PS5. I mean, I can't rush him because we're going until the 2020, so we're gonna outpace him no matter what. You know, we're gonna outpace him. Dumars buckets. Okay. This one's cooked. What just happened? Oh, continue. All right, it's cooked. Do you drink or smoke? Why don't you just... This was a banger a couple years ago. It was an underrated banger, but it also wasn't recommended. Bad and bougie. I rock with that one. Okay. Classic. Bulls down 2-1. This one's tied. Blazers jump out to a lead, not lead enough. The Rockets are able to wrestle it back. It is close. Rockets jump out into a double-digit lead. Rockets running away with it, and they lead 2-1. Chicago, still trying to make their first final since they won the championship. They are, by a pretty wide margin, the best team in the East right now, but still just have not been able to make it work. They don't even have to go through Boston this year. All right, we back. We are back. This time, it's Hawks ball. They're up 3. There's 4 minutes. Rolling bet, because the Hawks might just. The Hawks really might blow this one out of the water in the next couple of minutes as Dumars pulls up. If fumbles that one. Yeah, because I just haven't seen anything from the Bulls offense lately that makes me think it's... Y'all hear the beat they playing in the background? Does that actually exist? Never heard music like that before. Mid-ranger. Won't go. No rebound. Every time Hakeem gets matched up with another guy his size, I don't know, man. Since that first really dominant season he had, I don't know. Doherty, up and over. Wouldn't get his own rebound. Couldn't get his own rebound. Hakeem, if he cut to the rim, he would have had a bucket. There it is. Okay, 1 point game. I'm going to go ahead and start a prediction. With the Bulls and the Hawks. You'll have a minute. 1 point with this much time. That's enough. Methinks that's enough. Yeah, literally 2015 Hawks. This is that almost. It just in terms of the best comparison you can probably get. That's what I would say. Like, good team for sure. Hey, yo, that Poland song came and went. That joint came and went. Doherty trying to find something. Bailed out. Who you taking, Prime Moses or Prime Hakeem? Yo, so far Moses Malone stayed better for longer right now. Hakeem needs some more playoff performances. Hakeem needs some more dominant playoff performances because Moses Malone gave us dominance no matter who he was playing. Like, Doherty wouldn't be able to get away with some of this right now. Reggie Miller looking for a jumper. Pulls up into it, won't go, tipped, rebound, no good. Just ping sim history. Oh, good stuff from Dumars. If you ping sim history, you get the sim, dog. 2.5 minutes, and it's looking like this one may go to ATL. The Bulls don't have much room for error. Hakeem, there we go. See, that's Moses Malone like. Yeah, Knight about to just be out there with fake news. I ain't tripping. Fake news. Okay. We're back. 3-point game. Oh, steal! From Chicago, a careless pass by Atlanta. A very careless inbound. When you are on the verge of going up 3-1, that is insane to let such a thing happen. And then the Bulls gave it right back. Oh, no, they didn't. I rock with it.
This is a certified hood classic.
Bulls within 1, fighting for their playoff lives. And at this point, trying to beat fraud allegations. That was a straight-up Elmo pass. The Bulls just need a stop and a rebound here. That's the thing. If you're Atlanta, where exactly do you go for a bucket? I don't think it's Doc Rivers. I doubt it's Doc. Chicago with a chance to take the lead, and when you have Hakeem on your side, it's likely. Hakeem screen. Nope, no Hakeem screen. They're just gonna go with the straight post up if they can. Reggie's got it. Reggie gets the screen. Hakeem maybe a little bit farther out than he wanted to catch it. 5 seconds. Trying to go into the chest of Doherty. He's gonna have to pull up for a contested jumper. Probably got fouled. And the Hawks are out in transition. John Starks beat him. That's Rivers. I figured it would be John Starks, but it was actually Rivers. I saw a light skin with the box fade. Like, you know, that's not even a box fade, is it? Hakeem, they're trying to cut into this lead once again. He goes up with the hook and he hits, but they've got to get a stop. Hawks in transition are actually pretty fire. Reggie Miller, where'd that dog go on defense? This man routinely stops MJ. It's a box fade. It's a box fade. All three of them got box fades in, huh? Doherty, Hakeem is there. Didn't matter. Moses Malone would never let that happen. Moses Malone would never let that happen. I'm just saying. I am just... As a matter of fact, yeah, box fade is like the Duke starting five of the 90s. 50 seconds remain. Maybe run a flex for Miller. Reggie goes bald by 93. Bald is going to look weird on him because his cyber face isn't as good as Charles Barkley's. 50 seconds. Oh, he almost stepped on the line. We don't get any of those, so they fixed that totally. Hakeem, he's about to fade. I can feel it. Yep, there it is. But he got a lot of space. This one's probably over, y'all. You know what? At this point, Chicago don't even look that good. So I don't know if I'm mad. I don't even know if I'm mad because Chicago really does not look that good. Outside of a Hakeem post-up, what do they do? What exactly do they do? I don't know. Dumar is trying to end it, though. This next bucket would put the Hawks up 3-1. Step back. Miller's there. Rebound. The Bulls have got a chance. They got 14 seconds, so this is probably going to end up being a 3. Oh, they about to run something for Reggie here. Either that or Hakeem's going to take a contested fadeaway 3. One of the two. Oh, yep, this is going to... Chicago. Shout out to Satama. That's definitely an onk. 25 months fighting illness right now. So stream perfect for me. Hope you get better soon. From the Unk crew. Portland probably gonna take this one on a blowout. We'll take this one on a blowout. Now this series is tied. They do, and then Reggie hits the shot and they never pass it to him again. Said Doherty and Dumars are still a fun team. They really, I mean, honestly, they look better than the Bulls. I'll be honest. From a narrative standpoint, it's not as cool, but they do look better than Chicago. And then you got John Starks on there as well. They play better basketball than Chicago at this point in time. So, and it looks like we're pretty much primed for a Hawks Blazers right now. So maybe the Blazers are finally going to get it done. The Hawks are one win away. The We Believe Hawks are about to do it. They've done it. The We Believe Hawks going to the finals. And they might be playing against Dominique Wilkins. If Corey's in the chat and Ray, there's some happy faces. Years after Dominique Wilkins abandoned this Hawks team. See, because that's the thing, right? This exact team, Fox Hawks. This exact team has existed for years, and then Dominique Wilkins left it, so they've kind of developed without him. When Wilkins was there, I was like, oh, look, he's got help now. And so it's basically Wilkins' help, probably about to play against Wilkins. Chicago sucks on screen. I'll do what I normally do and try to make them do things, but no. I wouldn't call this the Penny Hardaway. The Penny Hardaway story actually made less sense than the Hawks. Penny Hardaway had Ronnie Cycli out there. At least there's like 3 really good players on the Hawks. There goes one of them right there. And John Starks. Let me make sure he actually plays, because that'd be a big part in actually selling this. Penny beat the Lakers literally by himself. Him and Ronnie Cycli beat Kobe and Shaq. That was just ridiculous. That was absolutely. I mean, at least he was fun on screen. Let me make sure the Hawks are actually going to play John Starks. Also, let me make sure my package don't get jacked off the front porch. Hold up. Because there's a lot of clothes, and I might unbox those. Wow. Hold on, slightly distracted. Okay. John Starks is playing 38 minutes. Okay. So John Starks, Dumars, Kevin Willis, Doherty. Okay. All right. Well, can MJ force a game 7? They jump out to a lead, which you know they will lose. There's no chance they hang on to this lead. They did it too early. They jumped the gun. The Blazers are there, and all right, for the NBA Finals, it is here.
We're going to
It's getting ridiculous. It's amazing.
So the Blazers super team, following the Grizzlies path from way back in the day. The Blazers were what? They're like 5 or 6 years in now, or about 4 years in with this big 3. So it's technically time for them, but also this is actually the year MJ won. So one of these teams is about to play the 04 Pistons. All right, y'all. To be honest, I don't really care who wins this. Both teams have their flaws. I really don't care. Like, I actually don't really feel any particular way about either of these squads, given the things that we've seen. Oh, it's a close one. Let's see this all play out since it's a game 7. Let's see this one play out from the 420 mark. This is a game 7. I'm not gonna turn the bet on yet. I don't know, who would y'all rather see in the finals, Blazers or the other Rockets? You either get Dominique Wilkins trying to win a ring against his former team, or MJ getting his first ring in '91. I really don't know who I prefer, because at some point both of these teams are going to make the fight. Like, the Blazers are going to make it, MJ's eventually going to make it. It's going to happen eventually. So I don't really know. Either way, MJ catches it, doesn't shoot the 3. Mike got the best of Clyde in their only playoff matchup thus far. This is game 7, and he cuts it to 5. He got the best of Clyde once. The midcourt logo is pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. Neek super team versus his old team. That is kind of bullying. Really, honestly, if the Blazers make it, it would really be like if Kevin Durant's Warriors played Westbrook that first year in the playoffs. It's kind of like that. Whoever wins, the Hawks are sweeping because it's 2K. I could see that happening. I could see it happening. Mike, actually, oh, he waited to do things. He's actually dribbling now. How about this? In game 7 of the finals, we see Mike trying to do things. Pulls up and hits. Taking matters into his own hands. It's a 5-point game and it's 3.5, so there's plenty of time. They just got to get a stop. Michael is finally starting to come alive. Wilkins all the way. They just can't get a stop. And free throws do not miss anymore. Remember, free throws used to miss. That's a bail. That was all ball, but I think they called a foul on Drew. I think they called a body foul on Drew. It's most definitely in the shoes. Still a 7-point game. I would highly doubt. We've seen crazy comebacks, but I highly doubt the Rockets are going to get this one. Cheeks getting into the mid area. Not going to shoot it. Kicks it to Jordan. Jordan, jumper. Short. Well, long, actually. And it's starting to look like a long shot. This Blazer super team has tried and tried. They've stuck through the embarrassment. And it looks like they are finally here. It's the Hodges. That is definitely probably a game. Wilkins coming through. Shays. Jumper. Fake jumper into it. Yeah, it's over, y'all. It's over. Wilkins in the post. This one's cooked, y'all. Last possession for the... Last possession for Chicago. I mean, for the Houston Rockets here. Jordan, wide open. Oh, yeah, it's cooked, y'all. It's done. It's done. It's done. Cooked. The Blazers, for the first time since Slide Drexler, are going to the NBA Finals. Clyde gets a chance to beat the Slide allegations. It is here.
It's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Houston comes one game shy in 1991 of Jordan's first finals. 13 seconds. And that is going to be it. The Blazers, Dominique Wilkins, against his old team. Now, it would be justice. Oh, Daryl Dawkins also. All right, Miflo. Yeah, once the Bulls didn't make it, you was like, bet. That's a nice shot of Drexler and Jordan there. Hey, man, you know what? Every time we've seen Michael Jordan's career, it's been disappointing. Every single time it's been disappointing. Maybe he needs Pippen. Dude's name in the back is Elbozo, if you were wondering. Hey, you gotta give it to the Blazers for sticking with it, man. You have to give the Blazers props for sticking with it, because they've been embarrassed. People call them the fail Blazers. They slander Clyde. You've got to give them props for sticking with it. All right, Blazers Hawks finals. Let's see if we actually get any games out of this. So far, it's competitive. Just thus far. And the Hawks look like they're probably going to take game one. 1:32 left. This will be a rolling, but since it's the finals, let's go ahead and jump in. This will be a rolling bet, if anything. John Starks at the line. 5 points with the minute. Yeah, Atlanta got this, y'all. The 04 Pistons. This is going to be the 04 Pistons championship if they get it done. This could also just be the only game the Hawks win. Shout out to KG for the sub. He is back 2 months. Man's is a bait. I'm not tolerating it, bro. I'm not. Next. Game 2. I'm just not gonna do it, fam. I can't. Next game. Unserious, dog. Very unserious content. Just entirely unserious content. Tied the series though. They clowned Chuck for this on TNT 30 years later. Oh my goodness. Oh my stars in heaven. The series shifts back to ATL, and this is how it becomes the highlight factory. Literally the 04 finals. Super team versus a really good, well-rounded team. This is actually the 04 finals of this sim. Oh my god. Oh my stars. Okay. Alright, well, it's an off-screen Hood Classic.
This is a certified Hood Classic.
Nothing easy for Portland. Can they fill Le Grizzly shoes by coming alive and possibly even repeating? Because they are easily, like, they're really the best team in the league. Y'all know what? It's the finals. Let's go. Before we don't get another game. We might not get another game, dog. I'm jumping at 5 minutes. We might not get another game. We dead might not get another game out of this one. So we're going to do a bet from this one. Y'all see the numbers. Big threes are doing big three things off screen, but will they do it on screen? This might be the only game we manage out of this series. So let's jump from here. Let's bet. Here we go. The 04 finals coming to you on, what channel would that have been on? I don't know. Are the Blazers going to inbound? They're playing Dawkins and Shays together right now, and Clyde and Barkley. Obviously, the lineups are way different because we've jumped in with 5 minutes. We'll treat this like Game 7 because we probably ain't getting another one the way it's looking. I want to get at least one look at Portland. Make them earn it. Wilkins in the post. That has been the diet. That has been the offense. Pump. He can do this without traveling. Wilkins has been a post master. He's been him.
That's why he's the GOAT!
The city of Atlanta despises Neek for abandoning what is now proven to be a championship level team. If Neek would have stayed here, who knows how many they could have won. Instead, he decided to go join forces. A very uncompetitive move, seen by the eyes of many, as Doherty fades out of bounds and hits that one 100% contested. Tell Hakeem add that one to his bag. We'll throw back to the at the timeout break here and remind you that Wilkins, when he joined Portland, said that they were going to win not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7 titles. He basically said they were going to win the rest of the 80s and some of the 90s, and here we are in 91, and they've just now made, as a group, their first finals. And if they don't win this one, it will be the most humiliating mark of their careers. Drexler, no bucket. This is normally why they stick to Wilkins post-ups. That's normally the sure bet. Dumars might have had a shot there. They're going to go to Doherty. He's in the posts. He just got done dealing with Hakeem, so this is really nothing for him. Drop steps inside. Defended well. Hey, they also fixed offensive rebounding, if y'all noticed. Remember when we started this sim, offensive rebound, a team could always get its own rebound. That really hasn't. It will really be about damn time if he finally gets it done. Here goes Wilkins on the ISO. Oh my goodness! With the finger roll. Missed it right as I said. Oh, $1 million move. 1 cent finish. A penny, if you will. Wilkins step back. Barkley, rebound. Buckets! We still have not seen a center like Moses. After all this time, it still hasn't happened. And that was the fear, that Wilkins' decision would inspire a lot more uncompetitive moves. Who's going to be the next star to go join an already established core? That's just not what fans want to see. Dumars pulls up in the baseline. It won't go. Doherty's there to chase the rebound. Up and over 2.
This is a certified hood classic.
Yeah, as soon as I said something about offensive rebounds, I don't think one team has got a defensive rebound since I said it. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
114, 113. We've just crossed the 3-minute mark. Drexler, one-handed pull up. It won't go. That was a decent look. That was a decent look. The Hawks have got a chance to extend it here and take a 3-2 lead back to ATL. They need the double team. They really need to think about double teaming here. And 1. Who is he actually? This league just keeps on changing from dominant big man performance to dominant big man performance. We've seen Moses on this stage, Hakeem, Kareem, Sam Bowie, and now there's Brad. Big Brad, if you will. Makes it a 2-possession game. This Portland team continues to be disappointing as Wilkins tried to get the lob. The Hawks have seen that play before. They used to run it for him. Rivers inside over multiple defensive player candidates, all defensive team candidates. Drexler not beating the allegations thus far. He has had an embarrassing career when it comes to legacy moments. He's got on ISO. Can't beat him. Passes it off. Wilkins, now he's on an ISO. Your turn, my turn. Passes it off to Shays in the mid-range. It won't go. And we're approaching the 2-minute mark. Rivers looks like he was thinking about it. Brad gets over the screen. Drexler, that is. Here's Neek. Take off. It's a 1-possession game. And we knew coming into the series, for anybody to respect this ring, Wilkins would have to have probably win Finals MVP, if we're being honest. It's up to Brad. They've now checked Dawkins in. They said he can do a better job than Shays, and they might be right. It might be right. This one is looking like an overtime candidate. Can they find Wilkins in the post? They do. Wilkins bodies him. He's way too big.
Too big, though. Too big, yo.
This is a certified hood classic.
This would be Atlanta's first championship since 1958 if they were to get it done. And you knew Neek was not going to show up to this stage and blow it. At least not with his performance. Dawkins made it to the finals years ago as a member of that upset Nets team with Otis Birdsong. He's aged since then. Rivers won't go. It's dry. Blazers have got a chance to take the lead. Oh, they're going with it. Neek, take off. Portland with the lead. This has been an incredible run. An incredible fourth quarter. He's done it all. They're trying to post Brad. Dawkins is denying it. This is going to flow into a Rivers dribble session. Gets into the mid. It's to Brad. Hook. Won't go. Can't get his rebound. And I feel like for the sake of the next game, if we get another one, as Wilkins might be forcing it. He's got Rivers. He fades. He hits.
I ain't never ever seen you act like this before.
Let's talk about just how bad he is.
The Blazers are one stop away. The Blazers are one stop away. The Hawks, you gotta be thinking three. Drexler, All NBA first team. What a performance by Neek. You can dislike the decision, but there's no way you can dislike his play. This is one of the biggest game fives in some time. And it looks like they are going to get it done here. Let me get a couple of these screens. If you voted for the Blazers, hey man, Neek was on one in that one. Oh, he touched the net before. Oh, that's fire though. That's flames. Remember, you can get some of these in a with the NFT reward. I wish he hadn't hit the net when he went up. He is flying. You know what? It's one thing to make this move, but if he's going to be the best player on the team after it, I don't know if anybody minds it. Take off, will you? Have yourself a night. Oh my gosh, the paint is really messing up some of these. These are some elite finals picks. Literally touching the sky. And this might propel them to a couple of championships if they're able to close it out. With the net, what happens sometimes is they touch it before they go up. So even if you rewind it, when you go back to get that angle, he's still gonna hit it. Now, when we jump in, thing about Doc Rivers is he's a scrub. He's a bona fide scrub. He can't play. So it'd be nice if we just didn't get a lot of Rivers minutes, especially in the clutch. Take one more of your minutes. Let's just yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, the Blazers, super team, one win away. Can they get it done? Neek on a team he was drafted with, and it looks like he's gonna do it on his former home floor. The Bulls are going to be smattering. This one is done. Match set. Game over. This super team, many years after joining, they are the Failblazers no more. They said Neek would win a championship in Atlanta, but they weren't too specific. Charles Barkley, champion. Clyde Drexler, champion. Daryl Dawkins, second finals. Well, Daryl Dawkins probably already... Did he already have a championship? Was Daryl on that Sixers team that won way back when, like before the sim? This is either Dawkins' first or second ring. I'm not sure. Hawks faithful is still there. This is the second one. It was a valiant effort by Atlanta. They were missing one piece, and that piece now has a title. It has been a long run. People told this team to disband. 3 stars were never going to get it done together. And the emotions of Wilkins. They told him he would never win a ring if he left Atlanta. He went in search of his own journey. Clyde Drexler can finally say he's beaten the slide allegations. The infamous slide. And he did it in Portland. He said he didn't want to leave. He had his options. Said if he couldn't do it in Portland, it wasn't worth winning one. And Michael Jordan, he got one before Mike. Remember, Mike came in and the questions were about if Clyde was actually the best shooting guard. Would he always be in Jordan's shadow? And now we know. Feet. And Clyde is actually the finals MVP.
This is a certified hood classic.
Seen you act like this before.
The slide allegations are gone once and for all. Streets are saying that Wilkins, that was really his only good performance. As you see here, he was 14, 5, and 9. He took a back seat. 37 in the closeout. 37 in the closeout. Clyde's story is written. Barkley's got a ring. For a minute there, it was looking like it wouldn't happen. But this team has got to win 2 of them. If we're being honest, yeah, averages of 26, 5, and 5. Well, 26, 6, and 6, basically. 3 steals a game, 60% from the field, and defense. Remember, Clyde plays defense as well. That is it. And it was against his former team. Couldn't be sweeter for Neek. But a team, for this to really be impressive, for this to really stick, they've got to win too. They scaled a pretty tough Western Conference. They finally conquered their demon. They finally conquered their demons here. They beat the Jazz, who are a good team. Let's see. Game 1 here, Wilkins had 25. Game 2, he had 25. Game 3, 22. Game 4, 44. And that's the one I think we watched. Hey, man. Good run for the Blazers. We are 1 year closer to Shaq. Let's see who's retiring. Dennis oh, yeah, the Celtics are all done, man. Dennis Johnson and Robert Parrish just left. Otis Birdsong gave us some of the greatest moments in this sim so far in his run. I think it was one of these years in New Jersey. He made that Nets team believable. Tree Rollins gone. James Edwards, a lot of people. Norm Nixon. A lot of Johnny Sins calls it a career. Jazz couldn't get all the way this year. Just incredible. As the Lakers get ready to tank, hopefully. Kurt Rambis, gone. Philip McCock, 7 years pro. He ain't playing no mo. Do not disturb. We have somebody cultured in here. Awesome. Steve Holufat. Never actually got to see him on screen. Subpar career. Taylor Swift. Wow, some of these guys are just Giving up a little bit too easy. Stupid crap faces out of here. Yeah, I think that's about to be it. We're gonna need some more generic names. A lot of them just dipped. All right. Staff retirements. Hey, the assistant head coach got his ring for the Blazers and left. Anybody else? Nah, okay, that's fine. Like half the team. Robert Parrish gave us some great moments, defended some of the best centers. Jamal Wilkes also. Historic changes. Orlando is changing their branding. So nothing else this year. That's my favorite part about this, is not having to do those changes. All right, Supersonics trying to get Tim Hardaway some help. And nothing, honestly, nothing too interesting here unless the Pistons jump. 30 seat of playing for like 10 of us. And it looks like we're going to reach the 2-hour mark. Shout out Team Tommy. This has been another successful Team Tommy stream. Hardaway and LJ might happen. Oh, yeah, and Mutombo. So Larry Johnson and Mutombo are basically the most important. Shaquille O'Neal is next draft. We're about to get to the Shaquille O'Neal draft. So I need the Pistons. I'm actually glad the Pistons didn't get a high draft pick here. So to be honest, the real story for the offseason. Oh wait, what did it say about Mark Aguirre? Did anybody see that? What did it say about Mark Aguirre? The tank sweepstakes about to be born. Yeah, you about to see some nasty. So there's this kid. How many of y'all have heard of this Shaq kid? There's probably about to be some nasty activity from these teams because, as you see, the Hawks, even off the strength of Brad Daugherty, were able, without... Oh, he's a free agent. Oh, okay. Even without a superstar player, off the strength of Brad Daugherty, the Hawks were able to manage a finals run. And so the league is still in an arms race for big. Sam Bowie was the first of his class in '84 to win one. Hakeem got one, even though the Bulls have disappointed since. David Robinson almost just got helped to get this team to the finals. This Shaq guy is really going to change things. They're saying he's a combination of Wilt Chamberlain's strength and speed and David Robinson's size. And they're saying his potential is just off the walls, truly. So if they can pair him with a point guard or a shooting guard, he's probably going to come in and be the next big thing. It's hard to... Oh, okay. I thought that was... The Magic are going to pick number 2. So the Magic might end up... The Magic look like they're about to end up with a big of their own. Ain't no way that's a real human description. Hey, that's what they're saying. That's what the streets are saying. He also has a hippo's diet. All right, so Milwaukee trying to rebuild here. Orlando with a pick. And Tim Hardaway is probably not going to get a star to play with. Let's see what these teams decide. Yes, draft lottery. Let's go ahead and get to the draft. All right. Larry Johnson goes first. And so it looks like the Magic are going to go with... It looks like the Sonics are going to go with... That's actually not bad next to Tim Hardaway. It looks like the... Okay. Okay, so... This is interesting because... Wow, this is getting interesting quick. The Mavericks and their Dales, huh? Yeah, Steve Smith is a good pick, but... they already had bigs, too. I forgot the Sonics had a lot of bigs. So the Pistons are good. Oh, Detroit. Don't do this, Detroit. Wait for Shaq. 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 All right, so the Pistons would get... What do we do here? Isaiah Thomas would get Bill Cartwright. Low key, that would let them tank. That would let them tank and get Shaq next year. I think I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let this trade go because if they pick Dikembe Mutombo, they're not gonna pick Shaq next year. So we're gonna let this happen. Let's also change the song. Yeah, see, if they pick Mutombo this year, Isaiah and Shaq is not gonna be a thing. So let the Pistons be trash for another year. Did the Bucks just get Dikembe Mutombo and Larry Johnson? That is a thing that just happened, right? That's what just happened.
Finish him.
That is a finesse.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That is a finesse. No, that's great. That is awesome. That's great because I get good things here. You get to see these guys team up. You get to see those guys team up, and you get to see the Pistons probably get Shaq, or at least get into a chance to get Shaq next year. That's perfect. I'm very pleased with how that just went. Where did Mutombo get picked in real life? Where did they get picked in real life? Oh, Scott Skiles just got traded, by the way. And I think we're gonna go ahead and let this one sim. I ain't gonna lie, that one was kind of messed up. Let's see what happened here. They got Larry Johnson and Mutombo. They just literally built their fort. Tim Hardaway got Steve Smith next to him. They literally just built their fort in one draft. That's a finesse, man. I can't. Robert Pack to the Pacers. I can't even hate on that one. Rick Fox went to the Bullets. Darryl Armstrong, Stacey Ogman. Who'd the Rockets get? I don't know you. I thought that said LeBron. Oh boy, I thought that said LeBron. All right. Well, y'all know what that means for the next draft. I'd say, who would name their kid LeBron? Oh man, we have made it to 1992. I'm very pleased. That Pistons trade might be one of the greatest. Of course, I'm gonna get the draft from Native Yardy afterwards. Oh, and we've got an era change, by the way, which I think this is the first time it has happened. Welcome to a new era. We have now, according to 2K, entered the Jordan era. I think it should be the Clyde era, but whatever. Back to the basket illegal in 1999. What's 1999? Hand checking allowed in 95. Zone defense legal in 21. Several new floors, uniforms. Classic 90s presentation with complex overlays. I think this is the slide era, to be honest, but... Oh, look, the background has changed, too. That's pretty dope. That is pretty dope. But look what we got. This is what everyone is looking for next year. This is a pretty... It's between... So what they're saying is it's between Shaq and Alonzo Mourning. If you ask me, I've got no quarrels. I'm picking Shaq. If you get pick number one, you pick Shaq. Some people are saying Alonzo Mourning. I'm going Shaq. Tank for Shaq. The Pistons might finally get IT some help. He's not had help the entire sim. What about Leitner? Anybody on the Leitner? Bojan Dragic. They did that on purpose. Steve Kerr. Chris Jericho to the Heat. Yeah, that's a big... It's low-key a really big point of contention for people right now, but I'm telling y'all right now, you take Shaq. Who knows, maybe they'll meet in the finals one day. Ask your bish about me going to the Spurs. He's had an interesting career. Hakeem Abdul-Jabbar. Hakeem signs with the Rockets. That is that's a move. That is certainly one of the moves of all time. Gustavo Fring to the Nuggets. He sees what they're building there. Thought they were very close to knocking off MJ and the MVP. So he's going to set up an establishment of his own. Charles Bakery to the Lakers. As they are clearly trying to tank for Shaq. Gosh, the Lakers signed a whole new team. Dixon Butts to the Knicks. Saw that they were a 3rd seed. Couldn't quite put it together. Scottie Pippen is really good. Michael B. Jordan to the Kings. Michael Jordan playing next to Lynn Bias. It is a dream. LeVar Ball to the Cavs. LeBrick to the Cavs. El Bozo to the Bulls. That seems pretty That seems pretty appropriate. Mark Eden to the Sixers. The Sixers also should be about. Honestly, they should have forced Buddy into retirement. They really should have forced the guy into retirement. Moses Malone. Urinator to the Sonics. I wonder where Mark Aguirre went, because he's still technically. Burger King, McDonald's, some serious brand writing going on there. Dino Raja stays with the Celtics. Dom 2K still collecting the bag. We never see him play. He just jumps from team to team and literally collects checks. I respect that guy. I really respect that guy. Marcus Johnson, Umar Johnson. So that's still a tanking team. Pauline, Sleepy Floyd to the Lakers on an $8.9 million deal. Jack Sigma. Man, there's a lot of free agents. Ben Tenench to the Pistons. Shout out to Lord of Logic for subbing at tier 1. Got that dog in them. See, this is what the Knicks were missing. The Knicks were missing a dog. That's why they went out of round 1 despite being a 3rd seed. This is all they needed. They needed a dog, so now they got that dog in them. Alex English to the Mavericks, moving on. So the Knicks are okay. So they really okay, cool. Daryl Dawkins to the Celtics, but it's too little too late. It's honestly too little too late. Ralph Sampson to the Lakers. Bad move. I mean, he's not gonna help them win, but Ralph is washed at this point. Ralph is washed. He's completely washed by this point. James Worthy to the Magic. Oh, okay. Now I'm starting to feel like, you know what? Worthy don't do nothing on screen. It's fine. Worthy really doesn't do anything on screen. Rusty Buckets to the Nuggets. Like, he didn't touch the ball one time on that Nuggets team. I'm fine with that. Magic and Mark. Hey, yo.
This is a certified hood classic.
Hey, yo. Seattle just made off like bandits. Tony Kukoc, what he do in his rookie season? Tony Kukoc, a lot of potential. Jack Sigma on the back end of his career. What did they do with Tim Hardaway? Did they let Tim Hardaway go so they could get... I think they let Tim Hardaway go so that they could get Magic. They just drafted Steve Smith. These Sonics just made off. They got two of the best sim players. Oh, that's a win now move, bro. That's a win now. You still probably have a good 3 or 4... I think Magic can play till he's about 36. So you got... about 3 or 4 years left of Magic and probably about 5 of Mark Aguirre. Wow. Del Curry stays with Boston. Wow. So the Lakers really still might get... Magic said Magic was not with the tanking. Magic was just simply not with the tanking. He heard about the Lakers' plan to possibly... tank and get Shaq. They couldn't agree on it. They wanted him to sit out for the year. Of course, Dominique Wilkins re-up. They wanted Magic to re-up for the year. Or to sit out for the year so that they could have a better chance. He wouldn't do it. He left. And such is history. Sonic season is here. The Sonics are about to be relevant. They drafted Steve Smith and signed... Magic and Mark, 2 of the best sim players by far, which means Tim Hardaway is very likely a free agent that's going to get picked up during the season and join some contender or something. Oh, that's incredible. What a season. Blazers champions. Sonics up next. Yeah, Tim is in free agent. He'll get drafted. Not drafted, but signed like everybody else gets signed. Give him to Houston. Nah, that's too strong. That's too heavy-handed. Because if Magic goes on to win 2 or 3 championships, I mean, if Michael goes on to win 2 or 3 championships, I don't want to give those to him. He got to earn them. But they can sign him, though. They can surely sign him. The Rockets can surely sign Tim Hardaway, who is definitely probably a yeah, he is there, and they can get Derek Harper or they can get Tim Hardaway. Hey, he might be a Rocket next time y'all see him. He actually might be a Rocket next time y'all see him. All right, y'all. I will see y'all actually tomorrow. There's a watch party tomorrow. Of course, I'm gonna be here for the review, but then there's a watch party. Blazers won, Prada. All right, y'all.